Hi, everybody, and welcome to the 14th Annual CVC Basketball Association Banquet from Mercer Oaks out in West Windsor. We got a big night planned for you. This is the first time we've ever done this, so bear with us. We might have a few issues here or there. We're going to try and do what we can, but the banquet, the show is supposed to start in a little bit. Let me run down everything you're going to see tonight. First of all, the CVC Basketball Association President, Kristen Jacobs, will give opening comments. Then they're going to have dinner, and during dinner, we're going to bring up some of the award winners for tonight and interview them. After that, I'm going to give a season recap of the boys' season. Then we'll see the All-CVC boys team be introduced. Then I'll do a girls' season recap, then the All-CVC girls team. Then we will have the official of the year. We'll announce the CVC coaches of the year. When I say we, I mean the people up front. The CVC players of the year. Then we'll have a guest speaker, former Steiner player Natalie Mell, who is going to be our guest in about a minute or so here. Then we're going to have the presentation of the Courage Award. Then there's a new award, the Boys Competitive Spirit Award, that goes to a boy and a girl. Then we're going to have the closing remarks from Kristen Jacobs. So a lot of good stuff tonight, and hopefully we can pull this off and see how it goes. And right now, let's bring in Natalie Mell. Natalie, come on in. Let me give you some earphones. And welcome, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
I haven't seen you since you were banging three-pointers one after another back in your days at Steiner. So we talked a little off the air. What are you up to now, Natalie? You're no longer our Sinus. Tell us how your college career has played out the past 5 years.
I spent my first 2.5 years at McDaniel. Ended up transferring halfway through my junior year to Ursinus. Just wrapped up my career 2 weeks ago. Focusing now on just teaching and coaching, and hopefully trying to be as good of a coach as the ones I've had in my career.
Right, and is coaching something that you think you want to do and really get that's a real goal of yours?
Yeah, I always joke that if I could, I would coach for the rest of my life. I really do enjoy just working with athletes and, trying to provide them with the guidance that I received as a player and hoping that I can prepare them as best as possible.
Now, you were at this banquet a few years ago. You were one of the people honored. How cool is this for the kids and the coaches and everybody that's here tonight?
It's a great place. I was joking with Jacobs how when she asked me to come back and speak, I didn't feel like it had been 5 years since I had been at this event. So it's really great to recognize all the good athletes and their achievements of the season.
Did you get to watch any of the games? I guess you're probably busy with your own stuff. Were you able to at least keep tabs on how things were going here?
Yeah, especially on Steiner, and I went back and helped coach one of the games, and it was great just to be a part of it, and I'm grateful Jacobs lets me every year come back and pop in every once in a while.
Now, are you learning how to yell louder than Jacobs, or is that impossible?
We're very different. I can't yell like her.
I don't think many people can.
I don't think so.
Were you surprised when she reached out to you to speak tonight? How did she approach you to come speak today?
She, like a week ago, texted me and was like, I think a nice way to wrap up your playing days would be to speak at the banquet. And I was like, I can't say no to you. So wrote my speech, and here I am.
Here you are. And I can't believe it. God, I remember covering you with the HGSA little softball back when you were
like 8.
Yeah, like 8, and now here you are as a guest speaker at a banquet. Man, we're all getting old.
It's pretty cool. Very full circle moment.
What do you think? What are you going to try and talk to these guys about tonight? What's your game plan there?
The game plan is probably just to share probably the 3 most important lessons I learned as a player and things that I wish somebody had told me when I was their age, and hopefully they can take something away from my message and it can make an impact even if it's in one person's life tonight.
Well, I have to ask you, what were the 3 most important things?
Obviously, first being to always have fun, play for the little kid who fell in love with the sport. When the going gets tough, I always told myself, if I really do enjoy basketball, I'm going to stick with it. And remembering that as athletes, we're humans, it's okay to get frustrated. So hopefully they can take something from those 3 lessons.
Right, absolutely. And I know you're a Steiner grad, but What are your thoughts on what this Ewing girls team did over the last 4 years?
They're a dominant team, very dominant program. They were amazing when I played against them 5 years ago, and they're still killing it in the programs.
Well, I mean, I can't remember the last time a public school in the CVC had 3 Division I players.
It's impressive.
Yeah, it is, and it'll be great to see what they do with their careers. And you in touch with any of your other Steiner teammates? Are they doing anything exciting?
Yeah, we all work together at Jacobs' summer camp. So Layla, Jada, Dizzler, Victoria, we all keep in touch. We're all coworkers, so it's cool to keep in touch with them. Jada just finished her season. She was undefeated for the whole year, 29-0. So being able to watch how she's performing is awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh man, 29-0. Okay. I talked to one of your. I don't know. You might have been gone, or she might have been gone before you got there. Paige Mazzaros?
Oh yeah. My freshman year.
Okay. I just talked to her today. She's now the new Stewart Country Day lacrosse coach.
I love Paige. She was always someone, when I was in the transfer portal, she had transferred from McDaniel as well. So me and her have like a close relationship. So it's always good to see her and talk to her.
Right. All right, Natalie. Well, I want you to save your voice so you can go up and talk tonight.
Thank you.
Listen, great seeing you again.
Thank you again.
Good luck in the future with everything.
You.
Yep. All right. Are we? All right. So that was Natalie Mell. Always a nice, really nice girl, and really could shoot the three-pointer back in her day at Steiner. She would drain those things one after another, and just a pretty good all-around athlete. And as you can see, we are starting to fill up here. You know, you can move. They're tired of me. You can move it away. The room is starting to fill up. We have all the honorees coming in and everything like that. And this has always been a really nice, a really classy, first-rate affair. It's over here at Mercer Oaks, Jimmy Hines, a former Notre Dame athlete, Jimmy runs the place, and he does so much for CVC teams and really any a lot of banquets and things, athletic banquets from Mercer County and everything like that. And Jimmy's just he's a great guy, and he told me several times he does this because he wants to give back. He wants to, he got a lot out of playing at Mercer County sports, and he feels he should give back, and he's done that in so many ways. You see so many teams banquets here and everything else, and here you got this banquet, and the CVC soccer banquet I think has moved here. It used to be at the Hybos, I'm not sure. But yeah, so it's a nice venue, good place, good food and everything like that, good service. So I always look forward to see what the coaches and everybody like that have to say. I would tell you who are winning these awards tonight, but they have not been released to the public yet, so I cannot tell you who. Although I guess you'll know after Kristen Jacobs speaks, and they come up and I start interviewing them. But there are a few that still do not know that they're going to win this thing. They're going to win these awards tonight. So hopefully we will be able to interview them at the end of the night, because really the only time we're going to have to talk to anybody will be during dinner. People will be eating. Nobody will be up at the podium talking. And when they're up there talking, we're just going to. Gus is going to put the camera up there on the people at the podium, and we'll listen to them speak and what they have to say. And Gus is he's giving somebody a thumbs up over there, wearing his Phillies cap. I like to see that. Although it is a basketball banquet, it should have been a Sixers cap, but that's okay, Gus. It is spring training. So it looks like they're getting close to the podium. Kristen Jacobs is up at the podium now talking to Robbinsville coach Connor Hayes. So I guess they're going over some last-minute things, and we're just kind of hanging out here, waiting for things to get started. It's a cold and windy day outside, but we are inside. And a lot of pictures being taken here, a lot of people celebrating their kid's big night and everything like that. Always nice.
Yeah, it's a cool event here, Fish. For somebody who's been able to learn what the CVC league is like over the past couple of years, it's got some amazing teams on it and just some amazing players that gratefully that are going to be recognized tonight. I know you talked a little bit about the Ewing girls team, what that public school was able to do, and being able to cover their playoff run. It's been a magical thing. Yeah, we're gonna go over all that tonight. My task is to go up and do the boys season in review and girls season in review. So we'll talk about that, and obviously all the great players from the CVC will be highlighted tonight. And we also have, aside from the players of the year and everything else like that, we are going to have the all CVC teams, and that includes a first team of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players on the first team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the second team. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the third team, and 5 on the honorable mention team. So we will have quite a few players being acknowledged tonight. Not all of them can get here. They try to get as many as they can. Some of these kids are, dual sport athletes, so they're busy at their other sports and things like that. And hold on one second.
Do anyone want Alex Hager at all?
Yeah. I mean, are you still a little?
Just waiting for a couple more people, and then we'll start.
Okay.
Maybe about 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Send Alex up. All right. We're going to get. Our first guest tonight is Alex Hager, the official of the year, and I polled some of the other officials about Alex. Not polled them, but just wanted some comments. And Smiling Abe Johnson said, "When I see Alex on the game, look at him all clean cut." He says, "When I see Alex, put your headphone on there." You know how to operate these things?
All right.
You ready? All right, get over here. That's good.
I'm not pulling the chair down here.
All right. How you doing, buddy?
How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
your big honor tonight.
Hey, how about that?
Well deserved.
Thank you.
I'm going to read a few comments to you by your fellow
Ooh, that's
officials.
scary.
Well, yeah, I thought it might be. We got from Smiling Abe Johnson.
Oh, my guy.
When I see Alex on the game as a partner, you feel good about your team, giving the game 110% of effort. He is a professional, very capable, and fun with an exclamation point he put. I've watched him grow into one of the top young officials on our board. It has been a pleasure witnessing his rise up the ladder. Then we got Sean Fitzpatrick. Calls you a hard-working, great partner to work with. He has no ego, gives effort every night. On his way up the ladder, there's that ladder again, he always listens to advice and suggestions being given. When you see him on the schedule with you, you're happy because most likely there's going to be a good conversation and good camaraderie during the game. Fitz also mentioned that you lent him a black shirt one time because he forgot his.
I sure did.
Yep, and he said you didn't even ask for it back washed. You just took it back
I took
from
it
him.
right back.
And then finally we have, you got to consider the source on this one. We have Tommy Carr.
Oh.
Tommy says, Alex takes officiating very seriously. He's always a great partner, and he's totally focused on every game he works. Good partner and better official ambassador for our board. What do you think?
About that?
What do you think, Alex, when
I'll
you hear
tell
those
ya.
guys say that?
They're trying to make me blush around here.
We'll do our best. But seriously, those are three of the best.
Those are 3 of the best we've got on board 193. I'll tell you, I'm very grateful for accepting tonight's honor of official of the year. It's a good feeling. It's been a lot of hard work through the last 10 years of coming up, and those 3 guys right there, they've helped me a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there's one thing for guys to help you, but there's another thing for guys to take the advice. There are, we all know them in every profession, everywhere you go. Some people don't want to listen to advice. They think they know it all at a young age, but
Yes.
you understood that these guys knew what was going on, and you bought
1000%.
in.
Sometimes you got to swallow your pride.
Well, I don't think it's swallowing pride, taking advice. I just think it's being smart.
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, you got to take everything, roll with the punches sometimes, especially in officiating.
Right.
A lot of things are coming at you.
Yep.
So,
Now, go
just
ahead.
rolling with Tommy Carr. Tommy's that's my guy right there. Abe and Fitz as well. They've definitely helped pave the path for me.
Yeah, I had a few other guys I was going to contact, but I figured we'd be here all night reading it. So.
Hey, as long as you didn't get Moseri's comment, that's all that matters.
Well, I figured he's coming tonight, so he can say his own comments. But how long have you been doing? Because didn't I meet you when you were first starting with this?
Yeah,
this was at the Larkins, right?
Yeah.
I met you.
Yeah. Look at that. I didn't know you remember that. How about that?
Yeah, way
man,
back.
you're a good man. Yeah, actually, this is my 10th year.
10th year, okay.
10th year on the
Doing
board.
varsity.
No, this is 10th year overall.
Okay.
This is 10th year overall. This is about my 7th year doing varsity. I got thrown into the fire pretty early, so it was a nice little upstart from Chris Chinese when he was in charge. So.
Oh, right. Yeah, Chris was the man back then.
Yep.
Now, what's your theory on officiating? When you take the court that night, what do you hope to do? What is your goal every night?
Goals every night is just to lock in, be the best you can be. Just trying to stay focused, be the best crew member you can be for, whether it's a 2-man, 2 or 3-man, doesn't matter. Just trying to stay focused. And honestly, you're out there for the kids. Mm-hmm. It's the most important. You're out there for the student athletes, trying to give them 100% every night. Just trying to do the best you can do.
Yeah, I mean, they're giving their best, so everybody out there should give their best.
Absolutely.
Man, we often fall short of that on WBCB. Well, I do, but
no, I got to give you guys credit. You guys have done a tremendous job.
Oh, thanks. We appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Are some teams a little tougher to ref than others? I mean, you got
absolutely.
a team that likes to slow it down. You don't have too much to do, but you get those teams that run and gun and are physical, huh? You got
absolutely, yeah. I mean, everything. We talk about pregame all the time. Just being on your P's and Q's and just staying focused. You got coaches, you got players. Everybody knows a little scouting report about each, so it's just staying focused and doing the best you can do.
As a whole, are the CVC coaches pretty good with you? Or are they pretty to the refs in general, or they pretty harsh or right in the middle?
Honestly, they've been pretty great, and it makes it a little bit easier as you're coming up and you're gaining relationships and you talk a little bit off the court and on the court. So that definitely helps. But listen, everybody gets caught up in the heat of the moment. Officials, players, coaches, that's just the way it goes. Everybody's a natural competitor.
Right.
And you know what? Some things are said that you don't repeat, and that's just the way it goes.
Right. And, you mentioned, you get to talk to them off and, get to know them a little bit.
That's it.
I guess that's part of the hard thing, too. Once you become friendly with guys, it's kind of tough to make a call against them, but you have to do it. It's your job.
That's
right?
it.
Yeah.
So you just keep the blinders on. You're locked in for the kids, really. That's just trying to make the right call every chance you get.
All right, Alex. Well, I'm getting the let's go sign from
Beautiful.
Kristen. So
Thank you so much.
Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate you.
Have a good speech tonight and everything else.
Thank you.
All right, Alex. All right, folks. Kristen Jacobs, now the Steinert girls basketball coach, taking the podium, and she will give her opening statements, and then we will have a few more guests come popping up. So let's listen to what Kristen has to say.
Good evening and welcome back. Welcome back to those who have celebrated us before. Welcome to those who are joining us perhaps for the first time, hopefully many times, to the 14th annual CVCBA All-Conference Banquet. My name is Kristen Jacobs, and I'm the girls basketball coach at Steinert High School, and I have the esteemed pleasure of being the president of our Coaches Association. I've been a member of the board for the past 8 years. I've been a member, I guess, since I started coaching 12 years ago. Unfortunately, I was voluntold, because that's how it happens, to be the president. So I'm just looking out there amongst my young coaches to see who might be in succession. Someone, anyone? Jenna? Anyone? David? This has been going on since 2010. And it was started back by Morbile, I think if I'm correct, and Shelley Dearden and names of the past, to really just honor Oh, Chris, well, you've been here. You would know the history. How many years have you been here?
42 years.
I can't, it's astonishing. Rob, 350 career wins this year, right? For Chris Rob? With that. We have a few accomplishments. You can look at those programs: 2,000 point scores, 1,000 rebounds, other 100 wins by coaches. And again, it's all about celebrating these players and the coaches, and yes, even officials too. First, I would like to thank the other members of the board: Vice President Ewing Girls Coach Dan Mantra. We're not standing. I'm sure you know who they are. Lawrence Girls, Dana Williams. She is definitely not standing. I am standing. Oh, we are. Oh. She is our treasurer, board member at large. Put some respect on the big L, Don DeLeo. Lights down. We do this out of the goodness of our hearts. This is like playing a mini wedding every year, so God bless. Thank you. Again, Jenna, Marcus, and Dana, thank you for helping manage the table. One less stressor. Friends of the CVCBA, Xerox, and Linda and Rich, we see without them. Again, lovely programs. Dennis Hamper, Trophies Unlimited, all the awards the kids are going to receive tonight, and our MVP awards from the NCTs. A special shout out to Mercer Oaks for helping us put this event on. And new this year, there's our guy Fish. Hey, Fish. And Gus the Barber earlier from WBCB, our first ever live stream event. So if you really want to listen to me drone on some more later on, you can save it on your YouTube. Send it out right now via the link. If you can't get Wi-Fi, it's free. I'll tell you the password later, or hit the hallway. You can send it to all your friends. They have faithfully covered us this season, and it's amazing to have them here, to have them at our wrap-up tonight. I want to welcome back our special guest speaker, Miss Natalie Mell. Natalie is a former first-team All-CVC standout from Steiner High School. She's been published in The Hidden Opponent and has recently concluded her playing career at Ursinus College. Another welcome back goes out to Mo Masteri, a former CVC-BA Official of the Year. He's representing Board 193 today and here to present this year's prestigious award. Thank you again for being here to help us celebrate our officials, players, and coaches. Finally, the greatest thank you of all, please, players, turn and thank you. High five, hug, something, give a salute to these parents and guardians that are here, that have supported you for countless hours. Food, lava, gas, leecher butt. The leeches are not fun. Cheering you, all stepped away, the love and support. Thank you so much. Just a simple thank you, and thank you, parents. Without you, they would not be here. And with that, we are going to start eating, because it is a buffet style, so we'll be calling tables as we go. Once we start to get everybody their food, we'll move on with our boys recap and our teams, and then Fish will be doing some more interviews as we go. Okay, so let's enjoy the food, and then we'll get up here for the awards with everybody. Thank you so much.
Tom. We'll start with you, buddy. Yeah, man, you know how to work this one. All right. Okay, whoop, we on? All right, we are here with Nottingham High Senior, Big Dom, and Dom Raymond is this year's CVC Boys Player of the Year, and what a year you had. 19 points, average 19 points, 9.5 rebounds, a bunch of assists, a bunch of steal. You know, you just did it all this year, and I know in the end, you had a great individual year, but I know you're not happy with the way this year ended, huh?
Yeah. It's okay, though. I love my team. Player of the year, it doesn't happen without me. It's my teammates. Teammates are number one. They're the most important thing. Coach Raba, Coach Ant, thank you for everything. Just again, it's my teammates, not me.
Yeah, and you know, you are the player of the year, though. It is a great honor.
Yes.
How did you feel when, I guess, who told you, Coach Raba?
I guess, yeah, Coach Rob and my mom. Yep.
Must have been memorable.
Yep.
How did you feel when you heard that? I mean, you know, there have been whispers that you should win it and stuff, but until you finally hear it, it's got to be pretty cool, huh?
When I found out, I was just like very happy. All the hard work, all my coaches who put a lot of hours into me, just to help me get this award. But I was very happy. I wasn't crying, but I was a little like proud of myself.
Yeah, well, you should be proud of yourself, and if you had a tear or two, that'd be fine.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Nobody would say anything. You know, you talk about the hard work, and Coach Rob has talked about your hard work, and I mean, you told me prior to the season you got up and pushed yourself early every morning and everything like that. Was it ever a drag? Did you ever get to the point where you're like, I got to pull back here? Or did you just feel things getting better for you?
I mean, definitely feeling better. I was tired. I didn't want to get up in the morning, late nights. I'm like, I'm just going to do this tomorrow. But I'm like, in my mind, like, I know another kid's outworking me if I don't do this, stay up, go to the YMCA early in the morning. I know another kid will do it, so I'm just in my mind. I'm like, nah, I got to do it.
Yep, you always got to be ahead of the next guy,
Gotta
right?
be there. Yep.
Well, and you, as you know, we did that story on you in the Hamilton Post, and you got cut in second grade in the CYO.
Yes.
That's something that never goes away, does it?
Nope.
It just stays with you for a lifetime.
Just fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
That's all.
Last time I talked to you, you were still looking at a college. You threw out Rowan and Centenary. Any decision yet, or?
Not yet.
No?
Not yet.
Okay. But now, you know, this summer, you wanted to work hard so colleges would notice you.
Yes.
Now, you're going to have to work hard so you can play with college players. How much do you step it up now this year?
Extra hard. I got to work on my ball handling more, shooting. Got to become more consistent. Just like stuff like that, and get in better shape. So just like that, because the court's bigger, the three lines bigger, so and it's way quicker. So I got to be ready.
When guys recruit you, are they recruiting you as a guard?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, that's kind of new, uncharted territory for you. You played a little guard this year, but you know, mostly you were still that underneath guy. So you're really going to be working on the ball handling and everything else this year, huh?
Yes.
When you look back on this season, is there any one thing you consider a big highlight? Was there a game maybe that you really took pride in, either for you or the team, or anything really jump out, or was it just a day-to-day going to war with your teammates?
I really wouldn't say there was a game. Every game was a war, like you just said. Just competing with my teammates. They pushed me every day in practice. I just love going out there playing with them. We didn't get the job done in the state tournament or the MCTs, but I knew every day in practice or in the games we gave it our all.
Were you interested to see that after that Freehold Borough loss, they took another close win over Ewing and then beat the #1 seed with Red Bank? I mean, that might have just been a team of destiny this year, you know? Don't you think something like that?
Yeah, they were a good team, but I felt like we could have beat them, but we didn't put them away. We should have beat them. But
well, and I'm sure Ewing thought they should have beat them, and I'm sure Red Bank thought they should have beat them, but nobody beat them until the state final.
Yeah, Ramapo by 50.
Yeah, So Ramapo, you know what that's like to play against them. But I mean, I just think that team, this was their year, and
they're a good team, very good team.
Yeah, they had some good teams, but you know what? It was just a great time watching you play this year. You know, there's certain players that are always I'm always gonna remember that were fun to watch. I mean, I go back to the days of Greg Grant, and you know who he is, right? Yeah,
yes.
I mean, he was the one guy. He was like my third or fourth year I watched him play, and guys like him stick with you forever. And Let me tell you, bud, you're going to stick with me forever.
Thank you. And you and Keith are the best announcers I ever had in my life.
Well, thank you, buddy.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate that. And hopefully Keith is watching tonight.
Yes, definitely.
All right, Big Dom.
Thank you.
Good luck moving on, huh?
Thank you.
Yep. All right, let me see if I can find somebody else. You might as well just pan the crowd there for a little bit, and I'll be back.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services.
There we go. All right, you good? Can you hear? Okay. All right, with us now is the CVC Boys Coach of the Year, Hopewell Valley's Matt Stein. Matt, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well-deserved award. And let me just say a few things about you. Matt has long been an area gym rat, wouldn't you say? You're a gym rat.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and was a standout at Lawrence High, played for a nationally ranked Elizabethtown College team. And this year, after 2 straight years of 12-win seasons, Matt just molded a team of a lot of seniors into a cohesive bunch. They were led by the Jack Crine Award winner, J.M. Vlasic. The Bulldogs tied a 7-year-old record, I think, 21 victories.
Yes.
Reached the MCT finals and the Central Jersey Group 3 semifinals. And Matt, I know it was a little disappointing not being able to grab one of those championships, but when you look at the overall body of work of this team, it's pretty memorable.
No, it's a very special year. Obviously, we wish we could have got one of those division or sectionals, but, I mean, what the guys did the whole entire season working together and improving, leading from J.M. Vlasic in particular with his leadership, his competitiveness. I mean, from practices into games, it was every single day going hard. And so it's to those guys in particular who get the credit. And so, again, from the off seasons as well as my other coaches.
And not only this year, their results this year, but what kind of an example did they set for those younger guys? You're going to have a few guys coming back.
Correct.
They learned a lot from them, didn't they?
Oh, absolutely. And we have Jude Berman coming back and Milan Desai coming back, and they play football with JM, so there's a good chemistry right there, and they see that hard work pays off. And so it was our best turnout in the summer, and so it was a great example of what happens.
Right. JM, as we mentioned, he won the Jack Crine Award. That's a big time award. I mean, that's something special. and you're familiar with it as a Mercer guy. What can you say about JM and why he deserved that award?
No, absolutely. Obviously, it's a big honor in particular, and the two big things that stand out to him is dedication and his desire. Dedicated, he's a three-sport athlete. On the football field, he had a tremendous season, obviously with basketball and getting started today with baseball. And then his desire, I mean, his stat sheets, he filled it up. Everything in particular, not just scoring, but rebounding, assists, steals, diving all over the place. Whatever it takes, he did it for the team. So, great example for everybody.
How about you as a coach? I mean, obviously, every coach needs good players, great players, whatever you want to, But as a coach, what does coaching mean to you? I mean, this is nice. You're getting an award tonight. But is it just a love of the game and trying to help young kids? What's it mean to you to be a coach?
Absolutely. It's the relationships that you build with the kids. When I first moved to coaching at Hopewell, I brought a tradition that was, we call it Christmas Eve battle, where all the alumni come back and play against our guys. And
on Christmas Eve?
Well, depending on what day it is. If it's a Sunday, we can't. But typically, yeah, and so we all come in and just the relationships that we build. Since I was there, my first year, we get almost every single player to come back to see us, and so just growing them as men, young boys into men.
Yeah, and you gain relationships that you hope will last a long time.
Absolutely.
And everything like that. And that's, I don't care who it is or how much they've won or not won.
Correct.
Every coach I talk to says when they retire, the biggest thing I have is the relationship I had with my kids.
Exactly.
That's kind of where you're going now, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. That Christmas Eve thing, you should have invited Oldfield because he would have turned you down so quick because he's always with me on Christmas Eve.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I get to see him in the fall with cross country, and that's about it.
Yeah, Christmas Eve, we're both a little busy together. My wife or my girlfriend ends up driving us home.
That's good.
So, what do you think of this banquet here? It's always, you're part of it now.
Absolutely.
You're part of the coaches, the board and everything. How hard do you guys work to get this thing together?
Honestly, it's all the credit to Jacobs. She does all the work. I mean, we try to help as much as possible. I mean, this is a special event. I think you were saying 2009, 2010, they started with the banquet, but recognizing our kids. I think Mercer County in particular doesn't get enough credit about how hard these kids work, the boys and the girls side every single year, and so coming together at the end of the year and celebrating success, especially these kids, it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it really is neat to highlight your own specific sport and do it like that. So, well, listen, big guy, I want you to get some dinner. I don't want you to be too hungry.
You too.
Yeah, I'll try.
Thank you so much.
So, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honor-Free, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honor-Free, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
Okay, you wear these. And all right, can you hear me?
Yep.
Very good. All right, our next esteemed award winner is the 2024 Courage Award award in memory of Christian Soma, the former Hamilton West player. This was established in memory of Christian, who passed away on May 27, 2007 after a long, courageous battle against cancer. And the winner of this must display qualities of courage, character, and school pride. And Princeton Day School's Seraphine Hamilton has this to say about Mia. She is a well-known player in Mercer County with an excellent reputation as a player and a person. With COVID shortening the 9th grade season and then getting a season-ending injury 4 games into her senior year, that sucks.
Yeah.
She was really robbed of the opportunity to show all she's capable of. And yet she showed up to every practice and game this season. She took on a coaching role, taking charge of scouting reports, led locker room breakdowns at halftime. Her school pride is certainly strong and her character is admirable. I'm grateful my son spent time on the bench with the team this year, taking advantage of her leadership, because nothing would make me more proud than if he were to grow up to be just like Mia. Wow. That's pretty nice to hear, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, what goes through your mind when you hear your coach saying things like that about you?
Just pure happiness, honestly. Coach Hamilton has truly done so much for me and the program, and I think I was quite shocked when I had won this award, because I felt that my impact not only was I wasn't able to show it as a player, because it's usually the role that I would take on, but I think this was truly touching for me, because I was like, wow, I'm a player who's making an impact off the court, and that meant a lot.
Let me give you a little hint about courage, because courage isn't just leading leading the troops over the hill trying to take, World War II or something like that. You had courage in the fact that your dream was taken away from you in the senior year. That makes it very hard to go back and be around your teammates and be exposed to what you're missing for an entire senior year. Not only did you do that, but you did everything that your coach said. That, my friend, takes a little bit of courage.
Yeah, it was hard for the first couple of weeks. I was growing this sort of resentment, because I was like, dang, what I would do to play, or what I would do to necessarily give up my spot right now to do something. And I really, I took the time to just be there for my team, because I was like, I am a leader as the captain too, so I had to fill that role in a different way. And I think it was truly, it really made me realize how much more of a team is outside of the game. So I was really it took a lot of courage for me to do that. It took a lot of patience with myself and just grace, and saying, hey, your season's done and what you wanted to do was done, but that doesn't necessarily dictate how you go and impact your team now. So. And
then after you did all that, how good did you feel about yourself, and how good was the experience for you, seeing it from a different level than as a player?
Yeah, so after that I was taken back, because I was forced to necessarily be like, dang, because basketball was my everything. Basketball kept me going, so it was you take the player out of that, you have time for reflection, you have to sit and watch. So in those moments I kind of was like, wow, you appreciate the little things. You appreciate when your maybe 7th man doesn't play a lot but scores her first basket. Or we had a girl this year come on our basketball team, Kelly Christie. She was a senior, never played basketball in her entire life,
it was kind of just, we needed an extra body, and she was like, hey, put me in, play basketball. She scored 2 points back to back, got a steal, and she never played basketball her entire life. And it was the best moment because I was like, wow, like somebody who shows this much heart and is willing to put in the work and exercise, like nobody really sees that. So I was like, and even too, like my sister, Jules Hartman, this is the first year that me and her would like play in high school. And she was like, you know, she took on that role. She scored. Everyone scored. Nandini, our forward, scored. Like it was, and our point guard, Soph Barber, she didn't really touch the floor a lot last year because she was still developing, but this year hitting threes, like nothing could stop her, the confidence. And I think the biggest thing, and I told my team, was like, listen, like you can do it. Like you don't have to rely on me as a player. You can go out there and kick butt just like I would help you. So I think it was just a moment where I was like, you know, you really appreciate the little things and how important they are outside of winning and people scoring and maybe your star player scoring.
Right.
It was more, how does your bench provide for you? How does your coach provide for you? And how does the overall energy of just being an athlete and being just positive and having that experience? So I think it was really, it really meant a lot to see that, hey, like, my team is having fun and they're enjoying their time and people are scoring and they're getting so excited that they're scoring. So it was really, even though for me it was hard, it still is hard, but I think it was really rewarding to know that I had left my team in a place where they felt confident enough to score and do what they wanted to do without caring what the record looked like, without caring what the board looked like, because they felt like I'm at a point where I can do this.
Right, exactly. Well, that's a very mature answer, my friend. And I mean, you talk with the maturity of a coach, and it sounds like, from what Coach Hamilton said, you took on some coaching roles. Is this something we may see you be doing in the future?
I definitely, I told Coach Hamilton, I said, hey, when I graduate, I said, you better not go anywhere. I said, I'm coming back to be your assistant coach in the next, 6-7 years. So I was like, but I definitely do think Coach Hamilton has really helped me see the floor in a different way. And I think, you know, you're also forced to sit there and be like, hey, I have to physically watch now. So I think I've really developed, you know, helping my teammates, like, hey, this girl is riding your back, turn this way, turn that way. And I think it showed. And I think she allowed me to play a position that not a lot of coaches are willing to have their kids play. And I'm really grateful to be able to sit next to her on the bench, sit next to our assistant coach, and just be able to write up plays, sub people, and now be like, hey, like this person deserves this spot, let's go put her out there. So I think it's definitely in my future. It's always been in I believe that I want to, that's what I want to do.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely do.
What town you from?
Hamilton.
Oh, you're a Hamilton kid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. I live right off of Whitehorse. Are we neighbors?
Really?
Yeah.
I live right by Grice.
Oh, okay. So we're not far away at all.
Not far at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my parents were Hamilton kids. I've been a Hamilton kid until I reached high school. So.
And now you play for Hamilton.
Yep.
What do you got on tap for next year?
So I recently, my beginning of senior year, I committed to play at Drew University. So I'm going to go play basketball there for the next 4 years. And I'm looking to major in psychology and some like child care so that I can get my coaching license and stuff. But I'm really excited. I think this new opportunity for me is going to be a fresh start, new faces, new team, new coach, and I'm really excited to kind of work over the summer to get better and train and really build up, you know, my ankle again and my just overall health so that I can go and perform and do great stuff.
What'd you do, break your ankle? Or?
Yeah, so my fourth game of the season, like not even 2 minutes into the game, I had stepped on somebody's foot and my entire ankle touched the floor. So I wound up tearing I tore 2 ligaments and I fractured my foot.
Did you knew right away it was bad?
Yeah, so I've sprained an ankle here and there, you know, part of the basketball. But when I felt it kind of be on fire, I was like, dang, like this is something serious. And like a lot of my coaching staff was like, okay, like where's mom? Because I was kind of like, you know, there was a huge mark on but yeah, I went to doctor and he told me that I did quite some damage, and then I was put in a boot, and I actually just got out of the boot last week, so I've been in a boot for like roughly 2.5 months. So it's been a long journey, sour and sweet one, but
yeah. Well, it starts all over again next year at Drew. So, hey, listen, so sorry about your senior year, but congratulations on this award.
Thank you so much.
Good luck in the future. Hey, I'll see you around the neighborhood.
Yes.
All right, thanks again,
Thank
Mia.
you.
That's Mia Hartman, the SOMA Award winner. Nice to win an award named after a Hamilton guy.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honor-Free, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. And involve parents.
Dinner obviously is still going on, and we cannot. The line is all the way around. This line is really long, and we are unable to interview some of the other award winners because they do not know yet that they won these awards, and they want them to be surprised when the announcement is made, and rightfully so. So let's just recap what we've had so far. We had, Dom Raymond from Nottingham come on and tell us what he's got going on, and he's still looking for college next year, but talked about this past year and what it meant to him to be the Boys Player of the Year, and that's something every kid, I don't know if every kid dreams of that or anything like that. I think every kid dreams of winning a state championship before anything. But, Dom was humble about the whole thing. He talked about, the award is not his, it's his teammates. And he said that every time this year after he won an award for a game, if he wins some kind of, banner or some kind of thing for the Trenton class, the cancer tournament that Joe runs. He won the award in that game as MVP and credited all to his teammates. And, that's the kind of guy he is. He's a humble guy. He's a hard-working guy. And, I wouldn't bet against this kid, making some noise in college. He's got a lot of work to do. He does have to work a lot on his ball handling. He's got, got to get that consistent outside shot. He's being recruited as a guard. So, but Dom is one of the guys, he's going to do that. He's going to work hard, and he's going to, whatever he does, he's not going to leave it all. He's going to leave it all out on the court. So, and then we also interviewed Alex Hager, this year's official of the year. Alex, still young. He's been doing it for 10 years, doing varsity for 7. Been around for a while, but he's still considered pretty young. And we read some accolades to him from some of the other referees that have been around for a while. Smiling Abe Johnson and Sean Fitzpatrick and Tommy Carr, and the nice things they had to say about him. And he was obviously appreciated that. And, Alex talked about how he felt about being a referee and what his mindset was going into a game, and how he tried to prepare for a game and things like that. And he's one of, let me tell you something, these referees, every so often you'll hear a complaint about the way a game was officiated in the CVC, but not too often. A lot of these guys are solid. They're good officials, and look, they were under Rob Riley for a while. Rob is, Rob's doing Big East, Big Ten games, doing all kinds of major college games, NCAA tournament games. His son, Rob Jr., is doing college games. They come out of the CVC, and, there's been a really good crop of officials, and I think what that does is, you see a guy that you're working with work hard and try to do the right thing and make the right call and not slack off no matter what the score is in a game. And, you're going to try to do that. You're going to try to do the same thing. And, Alex sort of hinted at that. And, he listened to these guys, what they had to say coming up. He didn't think he knew it all. He said sometimes you have to humble yourself. I told him I don't think that's humbling yourself. I think that's smart. Listen to what guys have to say. And then we just, if you just saw, we, whoops, hold on, I'm losing my stuff here. We just had Princeton Day School's Mia Hartman, who is the Courage Award winner in memory of Christian Soma. And wow, what a well-versed young girl that is, young woman that is, I should say. She just went on some monologues there and, said some really great things about how she tried to, help her team, even though, she was hurt and she had to sit out, and, she sucked it up and she went to practices and she sat on the bench and she did everything possible that she could do to, just help her team, and that's not easy, because when you're hurt, sometimes you don't even want to be around it. You just want to, especially your senior year, your career is over. You figure, why even bother doing it? And she didn't do that. She went out and played hard and talked about how much it meant to her to help her team and in other ways. And it was a really interesting interview. And this is going to be posted once we're done the live video stream. We will have this posted. It will be on YouTube. It'll be on WBCBsports.com. You can find it there. And you might want to go check in on some of these interviews that you missed. And we sooner or later, we're going to get started again. We're going to get the banquet really rolling. Right now, we're still trying to finish up dinner. The line is starting to shorten, so I think I see an end in sight. So I don't know if Gus is going to go up and get something to eat, or I'm not sure, but let's see. What else can we talk about? I guess the big news in local sports today is, local pro sports, I should say, is Saquon Barkley going down the turnpike to the Eagles. And I don't know, I was reading the Giants fans' comments, and some were upset and some were happy, and I don't know. I guess you'll never know what's going to happen until it happens. We also have, let's see, on WBCB, we have a full slate of baseball games coming up that we will be doing this spring, and we invite you to come watch those games. We're going to probably do about 2, 3, maybe 4 games a week. We got a lot of games on that schedule. So, get ready for baseball. Right now is the last hurrah for basketball, and really nice turnout here. A lot of the coaches are here, and that means a lot to these kids. Sometimes they come and their coaches aren't here, and it's like your coach is like who you played for, and you really want them here. And it looks like I have a really good turnout of coaches this year. And let's see, is there anything else I can say here? I'm sort of running. We might just ask you guys to be a little patient, go off and get something to eat, get something to drink. And I gotta say, we're going to be going on pretty soon. I think when this line, everybody's seated, we will be ready to go. Now I look at Kristen Jacobs is standing up. So I will go ask her how much longer, and I'll come back and let you know what's going on.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honor-Free, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honor-Free, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models.
Less than 5 minutes and we will be back with some action up at the podium. And unfortunately, if you're sick of hearing me right now, you're going to hear me a little more because I have to go up to the podium and do the boys' year in review. But I promise that will be quick, and then I will shut up for a while, and you will watch the speeches, and the kids get honored and everything like that. So it'll be pretty cool.
'" Former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capitol Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capitol Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honor-Free, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honor-Free, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! $14.90 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Thank you, everybody. I just want to say thanks to the coaches for having me up here, and I'd like to congratulate all the winners, coaches, officials, Courage Award people, everybody, players. Just congratulations for your awards tonight, well deserved, and yeah, just a great night. So as usual, we have plenty to talk about when it comes to highlights of CVC basketball. We'll start by looking back on the boys season, and then we will turn it over to the dynamic duo of Matt Stein and Don Vallejo to give you this year's all CVC teams. First, we'd like to acknowledge the division winners from this year. I mean, this is all on your program, but we'd like to say it out loud in case you don't feel like reading your program. The Colonial Division featured co-champions with Hightstown and Notre Dame, each taking a share of the title. In the Valley Division, Nottingham claimed the crown by taking a thrilling win over Hopewell in the Valley side championship. So 4 stars, congratulations. And then the Bulldogs reached the Mercer County tournament finals, where they fell to crosstown rival Bennington in another hard-fought game. And then Hopewell and Ewing each made it to the Central Jersey Group 3 semifinals, where Ewing lost a heartbreaking game to the same Freehold Borough team that beat Nottingham in the last second game, and then went on to make it to the championship game. So I told Chris Rava, don't be too upset about losing to that team. They were a team of destiny this year. They were beating everybody. You can't fight fate. I'd also like to acknowledge Hopewell and Nottingham as they led all CVC teams with 21 victories. And for the Bulldogs, that tied a school record that was set 7 seasons ago. So good job by Hopewell Valley there. Overall, 10 of the 13 CVC teams qualified for the state tournament this year. That's a pretty good percentage. And then individually, Robbinsville's Evan Donnell was not only a 1,000-point scorer, he also became the Ravens' all-time scoring leader with 1,142 points. Evan was a big reason Robbinsville won 18 games after they lost arguably the county's top point guard when Tyler Haney went down with an early season injury, so other guys had to step up, and Evan did do just that. Speaking of Robbinsville, Coach Connor Hayes gained his 100th career win this year, so there you go. And we've already applauded for this, but I'm going to do it again real quick. Christopher Aaron Rada, 350 wins. So that just means he's old. We also had, for Hopewell Valley, J.M. Vlasic won the prestigious Jack Cryan Award, well-deserved award for J.M. He's got to be tired. I think he won about 5 different awards for 5 different sports this weekend. So, anyway, those are a few of the highlights this year, and I'll now turn things over to Coaches Stein and DeLeo, and I've already warned Matt Stein. It might be a little tough to get the mic away from Coach DeLeo. He's been lobbying for years now to take my job on WBCB. He likes to be behind the mic, so give him a big round of applause. Let him know how good he is.
Good evening, everyone. First, we're going to start with our honorable mention winners from Princeton Day School, Jordan Owens. Next up, we have Avery Canato from Steiner High School. Next up, we have Maddox Watson from Allentown High School. Next up, we have Dante DiGiulio from Princeton High School. Next, we have John-Meir Miller from Nottingham High School. Next up, our third team selections, J.P. Merloose from Notre Dame High School. Next up, we have Milan Desai from Hopewell Valley Central High School. He's not here to accept the award, but congratulations. Moving on, we have Jason Whitlock from Heightstown High School. Next up, we have Terrence Trailer from Ewing High School. Next up, we have Srijan Valori from West Windsor Plainbourne North High School. Next up, we have Quadir Dixon from Trenton Central High School. Next up, we have Robert Kelly from Lawrence High School. Next up, we have Dante Alexander from Nottingham High School. Again, round of applause for those selections of third team. Next up on second team, we have Haas Cannon from Hamilton West High School. Next up, we have Joel Sinius from Ewing High School. Next up, we have Jude Burnham from Hopewell Central High School. Next up, we have Malachi Jeffers Beery from West Windsor Plainbourne North High School. Next up, we have Quintus Crossland from West Windsor Plainbourne South High School. From Robbinsville High School, Tyler Bedell. Next up, for first team, we have Will Foley.
Okay, all right. Now we have our first team players coming up. A quick comment on each of them. Will Foley, outstanding sophomore for Notre Dame. He really burst on the scene.
Al-Hassani from Heightstown High School.
Yassine Al-Hassani, this kid is electric. I saw him play twice. It was unbelievable both times.
From Princeton High School, we have Jahan Owusu.
Jahan Owusu, another one. I only got to see him play once against Trenton High, but man, that kid is good, smooth, can do a lot of things, and these are all well-deserved first team.
Next up, we have Evan Bennell from Robbinsville High School.
Evan Bennell, as we mentioned earlier, the Ravens' all-time leading scorer now.
Next up, we have John Michael Vlasic from Hopewell Central High School.
J.M. Vlasic, the Jack Crine Award winner. This kid will dive into the stands and get a loose ball like nobody you've ever seen before.
Next up, we have Jordan Raba from Nottingham High School.
Jordan Raba, outstanding two-way player. He can defend, he can pass, he can shoot.
Next, we have Dominic Raymond from Nottingham High School.
Dom Raymond, as we mentioned, our player of the year. Well, not our player. The CVC's player of the year, and he just got a rousing applause from his table.
A round of applause for our first team selection.
And there you have it. Those are the first team guys, and I'll tell you what, that's a good crop of players right there.
I got a couple of smiles.
Turning it back over to our president. Fish, come get the mic, come on.
Well done, Double D. You were flawless. Yeah, Matt did a good job of handling it. So these guys work well. Hey, just a couple of quick media promotions here. We are doing this live, video streaming this live, but when it's done, it will be on YouTube, and it'll stay on YouTube, and you can go back and watch it. You guys can watch how smooth you look coming up to get your awards, everything like that. And also, I will be doing a story on the Banquet tonight, and tomorrow, I'll be writing it tomorrow for the Trentonians, so it'll be online tomorrow night, and in the paper on Wednesday. So, I'm back, and now let's take a look at an outstanding girls season in the CVC, starting again with the division winners. We had Ewing winning the Valley Division for the 3rd straight year. Very good. And they lost a year to COVID, or who knows what happened there. While Hightstown, they laid claims to the Colonial Division crown, so nice job running. We're obviously going to have a little more to say about both of those teams who really dominated the CVC landscape this year. The Rams won 24 games this year. That marks the 3rd straight season that they improved in the victory column, going from 22 to 23 to 24. And with Jenna Marcus at the helm, they got to the sectional championship game for the first time in 36 years. So, I don't know.
29.
There you go. So we won't ask you what we remember around that last sectional game. But yeah, the Hightstown basketball has been resurrected under coach and alumnus Jenna Marcus. Then there's Ewing, which is ironically coached by another former Hightstown player, Dan Montferrat. I don't know if he's 36. I don't really care. Although the Devils came just short of repeating as state champion, Coach Monty's team went 26-6 against a murderous schedule that featured the state's top-ranked teams. And when I say top-ranked, I mean they were 5th in the state. They played the 4 teams that were ahead of them. So, you know, they went after it. As we said, they won the Mercer County tournament for the 3rd straight year, and they were edged by eventual Group 3 champion Mainland in the state semifinals. Now, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge what this group of seniors did, not just this year, but over the past 4 seasons. And keep in mind, the nucleus of this team, they could have gone to a lot of places. They could have gone to some preps or non-publics, you know. Coaches wanted that. And they got together in middle school and they said to themselves, we're going to make Ewing proud. And we're going to stay together and bring pride to our school and our town and the CVC basketball. And that is exactly what happened. Over the past 4 seasons, Ewing went 94-11. They won 3 straight county tournament titles, 3 straight Central Jersey Group 3 titles, 3 straight Valley Division titles, and not to mention a state championship last year. And senior, yeah, that's worth an applause. Now, you look at the triumvirate, the seniors Ryan Stokes, Tiala Duff-Foss, and Joy Johnson. They became the top 3 female scorers in school history. That's hard to do because if one person's scoring a lot, it's hard for the other people to score. But all 3 of them scored a lot, so that's pretty awesome. Ryan is headed to St. Joe's next year. The Hawk will never die. Tiala is going... Tiala is going to the University of Michigan, and Joy will play for Fairleigh Dickinson. Now, here's what you really want to applaud for. Check this out. Ryan's GPA 3.9, Tiala 4.0, and Joy is 4.2. That's just amazing. I am not sure we'll see a group like this in either girls or boys for a while. So just one more time, let's give these girls a great round for all representing this county. Now, individually, we have some people that would acknowledge. Joy Johnson reached the 1,000 rebound plateau. Then you had Piketown's Abby Miser, so off. Abby Miser collected both her 1,000 point and 1,000 rebound. Coach Monty, Dan Monfrat, collected his 100th career win as coach. Then we had Hopewell Valley's Gillian Manger winning the Renee Keister Award, so that's pretty special too. And so I just want to, this is my last time up here, I want to thank all you players for giving me a lot of thrills, for covering you, and a lot of memories, and a lot of great stuff to just talking to you and everything else. You're all a class bunch, and I was proud and honored to be able to cover you. And now, to present the awards to the girls who made this season so much fun to watch, I turn it over to Kristen Jacobs and Dana Williams.
I think she's going to be up. I think her and I are going to be the handers, and we're going to let Monty do the, so you don't have to listen to me anymore. The new guy.
You're not as good as Don.
Hey, throw me back up when the first time. I'll start the first time.
So let's start here. We'll go with the honorable mention from Allentown, Alexa Cruz. From PDS, Nandini Kohli. From Heightstown, Caitlin Nagel. From West Windsor, Plainsboro South, Annabella Ruiz. From Nottingham, Emma Wilkie. Let's hear it for your CVCBA honorable mention. Here's 13, Shawnee Biggs from Ewing. Angelina Benitez from Heightstown. From Princeton, Riley Devlin. Isabel Diaz from Notre Dame. Also from Notre Dame, Alana Ramirez. Gabriella Smith from Trenton. And from Robbinsville, Caroline Walls. And let's give them one more round of applause, your third team, all CVC BA. Second team, we'll start with Katie Corby from Steiner. From Hamilton West, Zara Galloway. From West Windsor, Plainsboro North, Juliana Kelly. Jillian Magner from Hopewell Valley. Penelope Swarm from Hightstown. From Princeton, Anna Winters. And rounding out your second team, Amber Wooding from Lawrence. Congratulations for the CVC BA second team.
All right, now we have the first team coming up. See a few things about them. Very cooperative getting a picture taken.
And for first team now, we'll start with Ava Alderelli from Robbinsville.
Ava Alderelli, she is unbelievable. She came in as a freshman last year and just tore it up and just got even better this year. Del Foss, one of the three that I spoke about. Blocking, getting a hug from her coach.
From Hopewell, Kennedy Havens.
Hopewell's Kennedy Havens, a really good, solid, do-it-all player for the Bulldogs. And,
from Ewing, Joy Johnson.
Joy Johnson, second one of the triumvirate.
You know how we work in pregame.
Joy taking a little time to get up there. Got to put them on a basketball court and really get them to go.
From Notre Dame, Simone Pintinelli.
Simone Pintinelli from Notre Dame. Tremendous three-point shooter for the Irish. Unbelievable.
From Hightstown,
well, I mean, it was believable, but she was really good. Miser coming up. I just got blamed for Danny Montferrat's mistake up there.
From Ewing, Ryan Stokes.
And Ryan Stokes. I'll say it again, those are three special players.
Team all CVC.
We will move on to, let's see what we got next. We have Alex Hager coming up as the official of the year. He'll be introduced by Mike Mo Messeri. Tell you what, Mo retired as a Hamilton baseball coach. I'm seeing him now more than I ever did. Here he is again.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Since the first 5 people couldn't really find anything nice to say about this individual, they got stuck with me. But don't worry, since I found out at 2:30 this afternoon it was being live streamed, I made sure I'm going to keep it PG. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mike Messeri. I've been refereeing basketball for 18 years, and today I have the privilege of introducing not only an outstanding official, but also my best friend. First and foremost, congratulations to all the honorees tonight. Growing up immersed in CVC athletics, it's truly an honor to stand before everyone today. My journey alongside this remarkable official dates back to our childhood days. We grew up living on the same street where we were fierce competitors. In the neighborhood, local parks, battling out in every sport imaginable. Of course, I always won. For those early days of our friendly rivalry emerged to a bond that withstood the test of time. Excuse me. We shared the highs and lows of middle school, high school, college, creating memories that some might argue are best left untold. But hey, those stories helped him shape into the man he is today. Fast forward to a more recent chapter of our lives, you'll find us standing side by side at each other's weddings, wondering how our wives decided to spend the rest of our lives with us. Both of us and watching each other's families grow, nothing short of magical. Growing up and becoming older with children, he had a desire to stay connected to the game of basketball and contribute to the community, which ultimately led him to this honor. I've witnessed firsthand the relentless dedication and hard work that has propelled him to where he is today. His commitment to continuous improvement is undeniable. We spend countless hours dissecting game film, analyzing plays, and seeking ways to get better. This season we had an unforgettable experience officiating our first game at Hopewell. And yesterday we had the honor of officiating the Group 3 Girls State Finals side by side. It's moments like this that remind us why we love this game so much. As for his growth, let's just say there's some aspects that are beyond his control. He's not getting any taller. But when it comes to officiating, he always is looking to get better. His hard work and dedication have not gone unnoticed, and this is an honor that is well deserved. Congratulations, my friend. Without further ado, CVC Official of the Year, Alexander.
I'm still taller than you. The hair. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my wife, because without her, all the free time, this wouldn't be possible. Second, the student athletes out there, all of you are nothing short of amazing. Without all of you, this is not possible for me to be standing up here. Y'all are amazing. Cannot say that enough. This was a great season. This is probably my most memorable season that I've had. This is my 10th year officiating for Board 193. I'm very grateful standing up here because there's a lot of candidates that could be up here as well, considering the amount of talent that we have in Mercer County for basketball officials. Thank you to the CVCBA, because, again, this is amazing. Okay? But my best friend standing up here, introducing me for this award, nothing short of an amazing feeling.
We go short again.
Right? That's the way it goes. Thank you again. I hope everybody has a great night. It was a great season.
Periodically I get text messages about different calls or different videos, and I'm like, all right, hold on, let me find out. I happen to work with Alex at Reynolds Middle School. He's also a teacher, and he appreciates both sides. Mo and Alex, two great male officials, both put their heart and soul into the female State 3 championship yesterday, and we appreciate that same love on both sides of the ball for the boys and the girls. So we thank you that we were able to get two really great officials on that championship game. But I'm sure, hey, you don't call that many technicals, do you? Call any technicals this year? Any coaches?
No, I would never do that.
Wasn't you know. So with that, I'd like to bring up the gentleman that you might have called T's on. Moles? Did you ever call T on Moles?
One team I coached for your thank you and was invited.
Do you know who it was?
Nope. Oh, do I know who it was?
Yeah. Little. And Monty back up to announce our coaches of the year.
Hello, everybody. First, congratulate everybody. CVC continues to be a very strong basketball conference. And that's due to players and coaches that are in this room. So congrats to everybody, well done. And now to name the coach of the year is Matt Stein from Banquet. I know we were talking about childhoods, but I grew up with Matt as well. We grew up in the same neighborhood in Lawrence. So to see him here doing his thing and loving life is really cool to see. Hopewell last year was fall through 14 and improved this season to 21-6. They went from a 9 seed in the county tournament seedings last year to a 1 seed this year. This improvement has to do with the great development of Hopewell's players and Coach Stein's leadership. We as coaches understand that this improvement of the team does not happen during the season, but countless hours in the off-season, from spring and fall lifts to summer training, team camps, and different leagues. Coach Stein did an amazing job to make sure his players bought into the off-season plan, and Stein was there to make sure they executed this plan, which ended up paying off for them this season. Offensively, Hopewell has some best movement in the half court that you see. Everyone gets touches, and off-ball movement allowed them to get great shots. Stein did a great job making sure all of his players trusted one another, and they had great offensive chemistry. Defensively, Hopewell is one of the best defensive teams in the county and the state, using their size to really pack it in the three-point line, switching all screens, made it very difficult for teams to get off shots and to get in the rhythm. I'm not very good at math, but I think I added it correct. Hopewell only gave up 44 points a game this season, and with the up and down that the game is this day, that's an incredible stat. Hopewell made it to the Mercer County Final. Since the last time was 2005. They also made it to the state sectional semifinal, which I went to Hopewell. I can't remember any other time. I think it was the first time in school history that Hopewell went to a state sectional semifinal, which is incredible. I know Coach well. Like I mentioned earlier, we grew up together, played basketball together, everything. And to begin to see him get recognized for all of his hard work. We talk pretty much every day during the season, and the countless hours he puts in is just second to none. From how detailed oriented he is every day in practice plans to game preparation to adjustments he makes during the game, helps put his teams always in a great position to win games. He somehow put this all together with all this hard work, with having 2 twin girls born the first week of tryouts. His wife is obviously amazing, that's why he could be here, but not sure how he did this all, but I couldn't be happy for him. This is so well deserved. He loves basketball just as much as his family and pretty much as our life. Let's just tell everybody in this room. And it's a great honor, and he definitely deserves it. CVC Coach of the Year, Matt Stein.
Obviously, first off, congratulations to all the players. Growing up in Lawrence, this is a very special event. Coming together all as one here to finish off the season. Coaches, thank you for this honor. Kind of like what Molinelli was saying. Realistically, I think of it as a coaching staff as well as my players. And so And as all the coaches know in here, it really goes a testament to what the team does. And so the leadership from our team, to buying in, to executing from the summer to the season. And so I owe it all to them. So thank you. Congratulations to everybody. Have a good night.
All right, so good evening, everyone. I have the honor of introducing the girls' coach of the year this year. And it makes me feel old to say this, to go from coaching someone to coaching against them is quite an experience, especially when it wasn't that long ago. I'm only 36, even though I have way less hair. Coach played for me when I was just an assistant at Hightstown with Randy Temple back in 2009 during her sophomore and junior years, and I even knew her going back before that. I think we won 3 games. It was a grind because we all know losing sucks, man. You know, nobody likes losing, and we lost a lot, by a lot, and no one ever felt bad for us, but we just knew we had to keep getting better every day. And Coach was a great scorer, but what she cared most about was wanting to show everyone what Hightstown basketball was all about, which was hard work and passion for the game. From 2013 until 2020, Hightstown had been 52 and 138. In her time as head coach, Hightstown has been 78 and 25. She's turned the program around into something that folks buzz about all over town, at restaurants, at shops, overheard amongst passing casual conversations down at Tavern. Shout out Tavern. Not to mention, she brought Hightstown a CVC Pod Championship in 2020, a semifinals appearance in the Mercer County Tournament in 3 consecutive seasons, a championship appearance a year ago, sorry, and 3 consecutive Colonial Division titles, all as Fish alluded to earlier. But follow that up with 3 straight semifinal appearances in Central Jersey Group 4, which is a murderous row of teams in terms of group size. And she had a sectional final appearance this past season, as Fish alluded to already. The last time they had that was 1987. That's pretty good stuff, Coach. You know? From someone who's known you a long time, I can say that with confidence, Hightstown girls basketball is certainly about heart, certainly about hard work, and certainly about passion. But now you can add another thing to that list, and it's winning tradition. She has returned Hightstown basketball to relevance and heights that's not achieved since the late 80s and early 90s. That sort of thing doesn't just happen overnight. It all starts at the top, and her dedication to the kids is unmatched, and her pride in the program is one of a kind. It gives me great pleasure to introduce this year's CVCBA Coach of the Year, Jenna Marcus.
Can you guys do speech? She's going to freak out. Don't feel obligated just because it's signed it. He knew. You didn't know. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to say anything.
Okay, well, congrats to everyone that won awards here today, and thank you so much to those of you who voted for me. It was an honor to be nominated at all. I just want to say that I owe all the success from the entire season to my talented squad of girls. 4 of them are here tonight representing HHS basketball, so I just want to say thank you to you guys, and thanks to all the girls that are not here as well. I'm so proud of you guys for working hard and just proving everyone wrong and just proving how great you guys are. I just feel lucky to be a part of the program at all.
Of the year, we're going to call Raba up. Raba will go first, and then Mansfield will follow up after. Chris Raba. Bravo.
evening, everyone. First off, anyone who needs a drink at the bar or has to go to the bathroom, now may be the time to go. I have some things I would like to say before I announce the Boys Player of the Year. This may be the last time that I'm up here, so I want to make sure I thank some of the people in this room. Believe me, I have tough skin. I won't be offended if you have to move around, if you have to go to the bathroom. I tell my players all the time, if I want people to like me, I'll sell ice cream, because everybody loves ice cream. All right, first off, I would like to congratulate all the young men and women being recognized as the best players in Mercer County. Whether you made first team or honorable mention, everyone in here is a terrific basketball player, and that's what counts. I would also like to thank WPCB. It seems like you're always at Nottingham streaming our games. Our kids love it. And I also would like to thank Rick Fisher for all of his positive articles on all our players and our program. We really appreciate you, Rick. Next, I would like to thank all the CVC coaches. I know we play one of the most best conferences in the area, and this year the Valley Division was arguably one of the best in the state. Our division was Murderers Row. 5 out of the 7 teams had double-digit wins. Us and Hopewell had 21, Robbinsville had 18, Ewing had 17, and Lawrence had 12. Altogether in the conference, 9 schools had double-digit wins, and coaching against you guys has made me a better coach, and playing against your teams have made my teams better and more competitive when we play out of conference games and we play in the state tournament. So I want to thank all the coaches in here. Now I can't announce the Player of the Year without me recognizing 3 special players who played for me the last 3 years. If Dante Alexander, Jameer Miller, and Jordan Robert could stand up. As sophomores, these guys won 19 games. As juniors, they won 22. And as seniors, they won 21. I've been their biggest fans. I understand when you have a Player of the Year candidate on your team, there's a lot of individual sacrifice that you have to make. I know all 3 of you guys could average more points than what you did. If I could break this award into 4 pieces, all of you guys will get a piece. You guys were selfless, unselfish, and sacrificed a lot of your own goals for your teammates. For that, I will always be indebted and grateful. You guys are what makes Nottingham basketball so special, and that's why in the last 10 years, we have the most wins in the CVC. I love you guys. Lastly, I would like to thank my son, Jordan Robin. I'm standing up here as a proud coach and a proud father. You had big shoes to fill when your brother graduated, and you did so with such grace and humility. For those who don't know, his brother was a 2-time CVC Player of the Year and a 1,000-point scorer. Their combined record playing at Nottingham is 132 and 52. You gave me a lot of great memories. I love you both. And now, Jordan, you have something over your brother. You were first team All-County in 2 different sports. Now, finally, I will announce the Boys CVC Player of the Year. In 3 years of playing varsity basketball, this player has won 2 sectional championships, played in 2 state finals, won an MCT championship, and this year played in the MCT semifinal where we lost a heartbreaker to Pennington Prep in triple overtime. He has won a Christmas tournament and 2 conference championships. In 2 years at Nottingham, he has close to 900 points and 500 rebounds. He has been the heart and soul of our program for the past 2 years. He has been the face of our program, and he has a relentless will to win. His tenaciousness on the basketball court is second to no one. He's not only a leader on the court, but also in the classroom with a 4.0 GPA. I really feel blessed that I have the opportunity to coach him. This person eats, sleeps, and drinks basketball, and all he wanted from a coach was someone to believe in him. He had the talent, the skill, the commitment, but he didn't have that belief. When he was thinking about coming to Nottingham, my partner Ann Alston and I told him that we believe in him. We know that you were going to be an impact player. To believe in somebody is such a magical word in coaching. It's like a miracle drug. When a player knows his or her coaches believe in him or her, they will run through a wall for you. That's all this player wanted, a program who believed in him. To me, the biggest non-negotiable trait on a basketball court is competitiveness. There are always players that you are going to face who are bigger, stronger, quicker. All the greats have a strong desire to compete and win. And this is what sets Don apart from others. If I was stuck in a foxhole, Don Raymond would be the person I would want next to me. He would inspire me, uplift me, encourage me, and he would believe in me. So it's with great pleasure that I introduce and announce the 2023-24 Boys CVC Player of the Year, Nottingham's own, Dominic Raymond.
My last time, I promise. Here we go. All right, so this kid walked into our gym, shy and quiet, back during tryouts in 2020, and one of the first drills we did, she got a fast break, and I remember yelling, "Dunk it." And of course, everybody, including her, looked back at me and smiled and laughed. But this became a routine in many of our practices over the years. And from moment to moment, that shy, quiet freshman kid soon evolved into a charismatic, extraordinary young woman. Meteoric rise, hard work, the Kevin Durant of Mercer County, silky smooth, energetic, the X Factor, a McDonald's All-American nominee, a Gatorade Player of the Year nominee, the one player in the state that you want guarding the best team's offensive weapon, an insane ceiling, a terror to opposing defenses, deserving of an all-state selection, and a nightmare matchup are just a few of the things that other coaches would describe about this young lady. She's all those things and more. She's an outstanding student, as you heard earlier, with a 4.0 GPA. Her hard work and can-do attitude has earned her endless praise from teachers in our building as well as opposing coaches. Her passion and growing knowledge for the game brings her to new heights daily. Soon enough, many of us who were at the senior day game against Mawa may start to believe that dunk will be coming, right? As long as you continue to have fun. Because that was always her thing before we broke the huddle. Let's have fun out there. This year she scored 604 points, had 11 double-doubles, and ended her career with 800 plus rebounds and 115 made threes. Her 1,610 points is third highest among boys and girls at Ewing, and she has been unanimously a first-team selection the last 2 years by this Coaches Association. Next fall, she'll be attending the University of Michigan to play for Coach Kim Arico, whose Jersey roots run deep, as she is she is Michigan's winningest head coach. And with the help of this player, I'm sure she'll continue to add to that total. It is my honor to introduce this year's CVC BA Player of the Year, Tay Gallagher.
Congratulations to our coaches and players of the year. Each year we invite a guest speaker, and I know it's a long night, but we do have a few more awards after our guest speaker, who I've decided to switch gears and invite a former player this year, a former player where you have sat before. Her name is Natalie Mell. Come on up, Natalie. Of my most successful seasons as a coach at Steiner High School. She owns the career three-point field goal record at Steiner, was a 1,000-point scorer. Now, Natalie went on to play collegiately and finished her career just a couple of weeks ago when the basketball finally stopped bouncing. Natalie Mell.
Hi, everybody. So like Jacob said, I'm Natalie. I was a 2019 graduate from Steiner High School, and when she asked me to come here and speak, it kind of was mind-blowing because it felt like yesterday I was sitting in these chairs. And congratulations to all the athletes. You guys really deserve it. I always keep tabs on the conference, and it's great to see how it's progressing. So like Jacob said, my career just ended actually a few weeks ago, so it's been a tough life navigating because basketball is all I've ever known. So I spent 2.5 years at McDaniel College and decided to enter the transfer portal halfway through my junior season. Found Ursinus College, and my love for basketball was uprooted. It was insane just how much I found my passion again. I've been playing basketball since the 3rd grade, and like I said, it's such a huge part of my life, playing year-round from Hamilton, Cal, then I went to travel, and then collegiately. So I've grown accustomed to the life of basketball, just it being a part of my daily routine. It's just something that was always a part of my daily tasks. So this new chapter is very difficult, but my overall goal is hopefully to become a coach like you guys out here, these coaches who have impacted me. I spent a lot of time playing against you guys and working with you guys in the summer, so my goal is to make an impact, and even if it could be just one player's life, the impact you guys made for me. So I figured when Jacob told me I was speaking, it'd be only right to talk about 3 important lessons that I wish I had learned when I was your age sitting here. It took me a while. I was a very stubborn person, so these are lessons that I wish I had been told earlier, and I wish that I would have listened. So first being that it's not always going to be easy, but if you truly do love something, you're going to stick with it and figure out how to make it work. And like I said, I've always been someone that loves structure and routine, and I feel like basketball provides that for us athletes. And so with my career ending, this structure and routine being taken away has been something I'm trying to figure out. My junior year of high school, I committed to McDaniel College, and I was really excited to be a part of a program that had been built up by a wonderful coach. And unfortunately, going into my freshman year, she passed away, and life was changed. They had everything I was looking for in my college search. I could get my master's degree in 5 years, and I was ready to play basketball at that level. I ended up sticking with it, with the new coach, the new program for 2.5 years, and then I decided I was not doing well mentally. My mental health was not where it should have been, and so I entered the transfer portal, and my love for basketball soon started to dwindle. I dreaded going to practice. I dreaded games. I wasn't confident in myself as a player, and there were days when I truly thought that maybe basketball wasn't for me, maybe that it was time to give up on the sport that had been a part of my life for so long. Because it was always my escape and passion, when things got rough, that's where I turned to. And when I couldn't turn to it anymore, I felt like my love had been stripped away, and I was confused why I didn't love the sport anymore. And I started to realize as I entered the portal and was talking to new coaches, trying to figure out what the next steps were, that my love was still there. I just was mad at myself for wanting to throw away something that I've worked so hard for. So if there's one thing you can learn, when the going gets tough, it's okay. If you stick with something, if you truly love it, things are going to work out the way it's supposed to be. I learned that it's not always going to be easy, but when the going gets tough, you got to stick with it. Basketball's given me the lowest of lows and the highest of highs. And when you find yourself in those lowest of lows, it's okay to question your love for the game, and it's okay to be frustrated with your performance, with your coaches, with your teammates, whatever the case may be. But if you truly do love this game and you love what you're doing, you're going to stick with it and find ways to keep the sport in your life. And I'm so grateful that I was able to find a team. I was able to find Ursinus College. They accepted me at the stage I was in. They supported me in my goals and understood where I was coming from being a transfer mid-season. And they helped me find my love for the game. So if there's one thing you can take away from this, it's that when the going gets tough, you've got it. You can stick through anything. The second thing that I learned was that we're humans. As athletes, it's okay to show emotion. It's okay not to be perfect. And in high school, Jacobs would probably agree, I did not like showing emotion. I prided myself on trying to be showing no smiles. I didn't want people to know if I was upset or frustrated. I thought that made me the perfect player if no one could see what was going on inside me. And it wasn't until I was older that I learned as athletes, it's okay to show emotion. They're a good thing, and I wish I had learned that sooner rather than later because I didn't realize how detrimental it was on my mental health. To hold myself to the standard of I can't get angry at myself if I miss the shot or I get beat on defense. I didn't realize that they were a good thing until I was in college, and my mental health was not where it was supposed to be. I was trying to figure out what was going on. I was mad at myself for not understanding why my brain was acting the way it was. And I wanted to, and once I learned how to work through those emotions, I learned that it was helping me on the basketball court. I was starting to play through those missed shots, and I found that my relationship with basketball, with my teammates and coaches, was only growing and getting healthier. I didn't get so upset when I missed that three-pointer that I knew I could make, or a girl beat me on defense. I didn't think, oh, it's the end of the world. I learned to work through those emotions. I was able to understand that we as athletes are humans. A lot of times we're always told, suck it up, or leave whatever's going on outside of the court. When you show up to the game, practice, you have to turn on a switch. But that's not always healthy for us, and if there's one thing you guys can take away from that, it's okay to be frustrated. Emotions are a good thing, and the more you hide them or try to push them aside, it's not going to help. So I really learned the importance of mental health. You're more than your sport, and you're more than an athlete. We're humans, so if you see a teammate going through something as well, try to lift them up and remind them that it's okay to be frustrated. The last lesson that I feel basketball has taught me was to always play for the little kid who fell in love with the sport. I want everyone to think back to the first time you picked up the ball, or dribble, or that shot went in. The feeling you got when you were a little kid finding your first true love with the game. A couple weeks ago, like Jacobs mentioned, my career came to an end, and it was against Johns Hopkins, a really good nationally ranked team. And I remember telling myself before the game started that if this were to be my last game, how would I want it to go? And I told myself that if my career ended tonight on this court, how would I want to go out? I wanted to be proud and have no regrets with my career since I'd been playing since 3rd grade. And I would fall back to myself before the jump ball went up of the little girl who fell on top of the world the first time she made that three-pointer. And when you feel like you can't do it anymore, I want you to think back to when you were younger and you picked up that ball in your driveway. Think about why you started this sport and realize that the sport is for you. Understand that at some point, the ball is going to stop bouncing and the game is going to come to an end. And if you can say that every day you gave it your all and you played for the little kid who fell in love with the sport, then you can end your career with no regrets, knowing that every opportunity you took, you gave it your everything. I personally have loved every second of my playing career from 3rd grade to now, and I can say I have no regrets. I think basketball has taught me so much not only as an athlete, but as a person off the court. I've grown a lot because of this sport. Basketball has brought me some of my best friends, it's given me some of the greatest coaches I've ever been able to play under for, and it's taught me so many lessons that I hope I can share with my future younger players. I'm so grateful for the opportunities that it's given me, and I hope, like I said, as a future coach, I can teach my players these lessons and so much more. And with you guys as athletes, remember that you want to end your career with no regrets, so how would you like to go out? And I just want to say congratulations to all of you again on your awards. It's awesome seeing New Jersey basketball just keep growing, and I'm proud to watch all of you grow and develop. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the school year, and thank you for having me.
Thank you, Nat. We do have a few more awards to get to tonight. The next award is going to be the Courage Award. And the CVCBA established the Courage Award in memory of Christian Soma. He's a former Hamilton West basketball player who passed away on May the 27th in 2007 after a long and courageous battle against cancer. To learn a bit more about Christian, we'd like to share this video that was made many years ago by his former classmates. It's really quick. Thank you.
Christian Soma was an honor roll student and basketball player at Hamilton West High, with dreams of going to Duke University. But tragically, Chris lost his 2-year battle against cancer just 5 days after his 16th birthday. His shocking diagnosis came on July 1st, 2005, after 6 months of unexplained weight loss attributed to severe anemia. Dr. Tigerbaum of Long Branch Medical Center delivered the news.
Sat us down, and he said that he believed it to be metastatic colon cancer, stage 4. We were told on July 1st of 2005 when we met with Dr. Peter Adamson that Christian was going to die and that he had 18 months to live. And the look on my baby's face, it was the one and only time that Christian cried throughout his whole journey. Christian fought like a soldier, like a true soldier, from July 1st of 05 until the day that he died, May 27th of 2007. He never stopped playing basketball, which he loved with all his heart. He would come out of the hospital on Wednesdays after undergoing chemotherapy for 7 hours, and he would be on the basketball court with his team at Hamilton High School West. I was taken actually by everything that Hamilton High School West, the Township of Hamilton, the police department, everybody has done for Christian and for our family. My son truly touched so many people's lives. His memory and what he stood for and how he carried himself will live on forever. And of course the courage that he showed from day of diagnosis until May 18th of 07 when Hamilton did the benefit for Christian all the way until his death.
But during his courageous battle, Chris continued to have hope, as evidenced in the last verse of a poem he wrote in April 2006.
I try 100% with everything I do. I hope to fulfill all my goals and dreams that I have. I am courageous and strong.
I always like to get a few tears in here too on this night. This year's Courage Award will be presented to Mia Hartman from Princeton Day School, an athlete that has displayed qualities of courage, character, and school pride. Unfortunately, her coach, Seraphine Hamilton, was unable to attend this evening, and I will be sharing with you her thoughts on Mia this season. But before I do, I want to share that I've known Mia both as a person and a basketball player, and she is equally as great of a person as she is a ball player. And unfortunately, Mia's season was cut tremendously short due to injury this season. If she had played the entirety, she would have been terrorizing the CVC and PBS's first season with us. Definitely would have landed on herself on one of these all-conference teams. Mia will be continuing her academic and playing career at Drew University in the fall. Come on up so I can read this. This is from Coach Hamilton. After our season opener, Bill Aldane, a local writer for the Princeton Town Topics, interviewed me about her standout performance and her expectations for the season. She closed the interview saying, "I want to make sure that I'm putting the team in a place where they feel as though they can accomplish a lot and feel as though they are ready when I leave." A captain since her sophomore year and the team's leading scorer, she started as a freshman. The BDS community couldn't quite wrap their minds around a girls' basketball program that didn't include Mia. Mia was sidelined due to injury only after the 4th game of the season, and so learning to play without her would happen much sooner than anticipated. However, the magic of it was that we could work through it together with her by their side. Mia was being the selfless person we all know her to be, gave the team a true grit. She motivated, inspired, and uplifted the players in return. She slowly built their confidence and gave them the gift of believing in themselves. And at no point did she center her own pain or disappointment. If we define courage as strength in the face of pain or grief, I don't know an individual more rewarding for this honor. Congratulations, Mia Hartman, this year's we have 2 more awards to give out, and this is something that we introduced last year, and I appreciate your time and your patience. The Colonial Valley Conference Basketball Association has established the Competitive Spirit Award and Scholarship in the memory of Bob Boyce, former West Windsor Plainsboro North girls basketball coach, who passed away unexpectedly just over a year ago on March 7, 2023. Coach Boyce was the 2017 CVCBA Girls Coach of the Year, and he led his team to their first ever NCT championship and a record 23-6 season. He led the Knights for 12 seasons and amassed 142 wins. Boyce retired from coaching girls basketball at West Windsor North after that season. Why not go out on top, right? After his retirement in 2017, I wrote about his impact on my life and my coaching, and would like to share that with you before we present the Boyce Competitive Spirit Award tonight. When I decided my professional path in life, one of the sole things I wanted to do was coach. I had spent a couple seasons in the college ranks, and after that I knew I really wanted to be involved with the high school game. I felt that was where my place was. There was a posting for an assistant position in West Windsor, and little did I know when I went into the interview that late August day, it would be life-changing for me. Of course, before starting any new job, you do research. People said, "He's a nut. You look come compared to him. He's so old school, he runs a tight ship." And of course, all of those things were true. He was nuts. Nuts about the kids he taught and coached. He always said he didn't have favorites. They were all his favorites. And it was true. He cared for each of his kids the same. He had a tough exterior, but to really know Boyce, you'd have to see him teach the slope intercept on the sideline of practice. By the way, I have no idea what that is. Any math teachers? Slope intercept, never used it. Show up at summer camp on the back of a scooter after tearing his Achilles, or watch him crack jokes with the best player on his team and the last one on his bench. I spent 5 seasons on the sideline with Boyce, but I gained a friend and a mentor that lasted a lifetime. From the moment I stepped onto his staff, he saw something in me. He knew I wanted what he had, and that was to be a head coach. He challenged me from the beginning to step up and to lead a true assistant of his varsity team. From asking me to write practice, to adding new plays and defensives, he never treated me like I was just some lowly JV coach. He gave me responsibilities. He challenged me to get better. Through those years, I learned what it meant to adequately prepare for practices, establish relationships with players, so when you challenge them, they respond. And as much as you prepare, there will always be the unexpected. Isabel Raymond. Can I have 3 more guests? There are so many Bob Boy stories to share over the years, some that can be said and printed, and some that are left better off the books. I came in as a Steiner alumni, and Boyce, a former baseball coach, had gone toe-to-toe with Steiner many times. Their rivalry ran deep. The year before I had arrived, he had been thrown out. By who, Moles? Who'd you get teed up by? Donnie Ellison. He was coaching his team versus Steinert, and my sole job was to make sure that he didn't get any tees the entire season. I know many of you don't know Boyce personally or didn't know him, but if you did, that is a tall task indeed. Not under any circumstances could he get a tee or get thrown out. An entire season. He did it. I was doing pretty well until we came across my alma mater, Steiner. That year they were having an excellent time. Ariel Collins was untouchable then, and to knock them off, our team would have to be perfect. Emotions got the best of me, as my loud voice was continuing the one being heard by the officials. So much so that the lead official approached Boyce, is sunk in my seat. My one job was to keep him out of trouble. And here I was, the one causing it. The official said to Boyce, "You're Batman, she's Robin. You're Batman, she's Robin. I don't want to hear from Batman." Oh. I nervously waited for Boyce's stare, which was followed by a simple and forceful shh. I'm sure we have assistant coaches have been shushed before. And of course, some droplets of spit. Needless to say, even after that game, and the many more that followed, I kept him out of getting any technicals or thrown out for a whole 5 years. Job well done. A streak that was quickly broken after our first head-to-head matchup as head coaches together when he got his first tee. It was something about like 3 blind mice. That would get you teed up every time, right, neighbor? As I have reflected on his passing over the last year, I think about all the times I shared with a great man and a great coach. It saddens me to think that I have had my last opportunity to compete against one of the county's best. I can't thank him enough for all that he has done to help me in my coaching career. Phone calls, texts, reassurance, bouncing ideas. But it's the kids, the student athletes that he guided the most about the game, but more importantly, about life. I miss Boyce. He will always be the Batman to my Robin. Thanks. To honor Coach Boyce's values, we will present our first awards and scholarships tonight in his name. The committee reviewed nominations from coaches from all around the county, and chose 2 student athletes, 1 male and 1 female. And as the nominee student states, that has displayed true grit, tenacity, toughness over the course of their career. One who plays with a competitive edge and elevates their teammates, cares about them, and always has their back. I would like to call up Jenna Marcus from Hightstown High School to present our first award and scholarship winner.
Okay, so I'm reading this on behalf of a few coaches at Hightstown. The last few years, the girls' soccer, basketball, and softball teams have been the top performing sports at Hightstown High School. There's one common factor among these 3 teams, Angelina Benitez. Despite how busy her life can get as a 3-sport athlete, scholar student, peer leader to our freshman and ESL class, and leader of the Hightstown Herd, she puts everything aside to be totally present and show up for her teammates. Although softball is her main sport and she's committed to go to Seton Hall to play D1, she commits her time, energy, and focus to whatever sport she's currently playing. During the soccer season, due to her athleticism, she was relied on to be a utility player. Whatever position was needed, she filled that role without hesitation. I've seen her lead from the midfield position, take over as a forward and lead her team in goals, and even step up as a defender when her team needed it. During basketball season, Ange was asked to move to the new position of point guard. As you all know, that's not an easy role to take on for anyone, especially if you've never played it. Not only did she step up and take on that challenge, but she has exceeded everyone's expectations. As a captain and natural-born leader, she was able to help lead the team in accomplishing our goals. Lastly, she has grown up and trained as a center fielder, considered the leader of the outfield, and she's a very good one at that. During softball season, she was asked to take on the infield position of shortstop, which is seen as the leader of the infield. Yet again, this is another vital and extremely tough role to take on. She could have backed away from this challenge, yet instead worked diligently to perfect the position and fill a need on the team. Her teammates in every sport recognize her willingness to do whatever it takes for the sake of the team. She is the definition of hustle. Her determination and never quit attitude is what makes her a special player. This extends to the team around her as she elevates their level of play and commitment to the team environment. She leaves everything out on the soccer field, on the basketball court, and on the softball diamond in every practice and every game. She shows up focused, ready to compete, and ready to win at all times. She demonstrates natural leadership qualities, including holding herself accountable for mistakes, planning ways to bond as a team, keeping her teammates focused during hardships, and being inclusive with each and every member of the team. She's truly the epitome of an athlete with grit, tenacity, and toughness, and one that any team is lucky to have on their set. Congratulations, Ange. We're so proud of you.
Here, our male Boys Scholarship winner presented by Connor Hayes from Robbinsville High School.
Thank you, Kristen, for making me wait all night anxiously to give the speech. And I promise you we will get through this. I'm very proud to be presenting this award tonight for many reasons. Not just because it's a Robbinsville basketball player and track athlete, but the tremendous impact Bob Boyce had on me as an individual. I believe I'm the only person in here that has got to play multiple sports for Coach Boyce when I was in high school. I volunteered as an assistant coach on his staff while I was in college. And then although he walked away from the girls game in 2017, I was able to convince him to come join my staff as an assistant coach for the next 3 years. I'm proud to be one of the people that continues to live on Coach Boyce's lessons, and I'm proud to present this award tonight. Tyler Handy jumped onto the Mercer County basketball scene in the COVID year CVC championship game against Nottingham High School. As a freshman in that game, Tyler had 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, while also covering the best player on Nottingham the entire game. Due to COVID regulations, our team that day was almost all JV players, but they played fiercely in that game because they were being led by Tyler. As the years progressed, so did he. Tyler orchestrated our offense as a starting point guard his sophomore year. As Coach Boyce would say, the point guard's job is to get the right people the ball in the right situations. Tyler did that at an elite level for our team, helping one of his teammates that season, Brian Herbert, become CVC Player of the Year and led our team to a sectional final appearance that season. His junior year, he took his game to another level and became one of the best defensive players and most dominant all-around players in the county. His scoring ability continued to take off, including hitting game-winning shots for us in the sectional playoffs that year. But as a coach, it was always his passing and decision-making that made the biggest difference for our team. He was always looking to get his teammates involved first before he got into the action. This season, Tyler was on his way to becoming a first-team all-conference player when he tore his LCL in a game on January 3rd. At that time, he was 3rd in the state in assists, and our team was 6-1. While some players might sulk, feel sorry for themselves, and distance themselves some from the team, Tyler immediately turned his attention to getting all the other point guards in our program ready to carry the load. He built them up with confidence, communicated with them constantly during practice and games, and was a big reason why we were able to continue to go on and win 18 games this season. Coach Boyce always preached and looked for the following traits in his players: competitiveness, a team-first mentality, and to focus on the current moment as it's the only one we can control. I have been blessed the last 4 years to have a point guard that possesses all of those qualities. Unfortunately, due to our school's senior trip, Tyler's not able to be here, but both his mom and dad are in his place. So I'm proud to announce the winner of the Bob Boyce Competitive Spirit Award tonight is Tyler Haney from Robbinsville High School.
Thank you so much for being here to help us celebrate our current stars. I myself am a member of the Mercer County Basketball Hall of Fame Committee. And as we close out here, I just want to take this opportunity to announce our 2024 class. Celebration of these former stars will be right here April 21st at Mercer Oaks. There are dinner invitations there on the way out if you're interested. Gary Shelley from Hightstown High School, Brianna Canty from TCA, Colleen McNamara of Notre Dame, Randy Corker from Trenton, Richie Giolella, official, Walt Kopinski, Notre Dame, Reggie Murray, Trenton High, Bobby Potts from Bennington, and Tracy Quinn from Hamilton West. I thank you so much for being here tonight. Congratulations to everyone. Let's make it another great year next year. Drive safe and good night. Bye.
All right, thanks everybody for watching. We're going to try to get 2 more interviews if we can on the Girls Player of the Year and the Girls Coach of the Year. I will be right back, and if we can't get anybody, we'll wrap it up.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honor-Free, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honor-Free, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford.
Well deserved from some friends, and we will be with her in a second. So let's just see how we can do here. Okay, she will don the headphones.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, kind of cool, huh?
Official.
You feel like you're in a spaceship?
Yeah.
All right, with us is Jenna Marcus. Jenna, congratulations.
Thank you.
A well-deserved honor. And, you know, what can you say about this season and the way it went for you guys? You get all the way to that state or sectional final and 24 wins. Had to be a heck of a year for you.
It was a heck of a year. I feel like I kind of said it before, but people have underestimated us for 3 years, I would say. And then every year I feel like people come back to like, well, you're not going to be as good as last year. And then every year those girls go out there and just keep proving themselves. So I just feel like this year was just the most special because every year that we improve and prove people wrong, it just makes me more proud of them.
Right. And this is how many years for you now? 4th year?
This is my 4th, yeah.
4th year.
Like full year.
What's that?
My fourth full year because of COVID.
Oh, okay. So you had a year before COVID then?
No, COVID was my first year.
Okay, so it's really only your third full year.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and that had to be tough. You come in your first year and it's COVID. I mean, it's tough enough for a first-year coach as it is, and here you are coming in. All hell is breaking loose. How tough was it for you that first year?
That was really rough because that was actually also the first. That first year was when our athletic director had passed too, so that was a really rough season for those girls. But I think that almost gave them a reason to play harder too. So that was a really rough start, but it was the start of like greatness for Heightstown.
Now you played for Heightstown, right?
Yeah.
And how were the teams back when you played?
Monty said it, but we were pretty bad.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure. How much of a do you know, though, about that history, with those teams back in the day with Ray Clark coaching and Vicky Pikett and everything like that? Do you know much about that, or did you hear much about it?
I didn't know much about it until we started to kind of like come close to breaking some of the records of them, but my uncle and my dad went to Heightstown, so they were the same ages as some of those girls, so I kind of knew.
Your uncle's not Dave Marcus, is he? He was my moving man about 6 years ago.
He's my moving man, too.
I actually covered Dave in a 1984 team that he played for, and they had a good run, too. So, yeah, I can't get away from you, Marcuses. Coming into this year, did you feel this was a year to do some special things with everybody, with the way it had been building toward this?
I did. I don't know if anybody else did, but I 100% did because I feel like I believed in them from the beginning. So as it progressed and they were doing it, I was like, look, guys, I feel like I had to make them see it to know that they were great.
To get a Coach of the Year award, obviously it's great and it's a great honor, but I guess a coach is only as good as their players, right? Yeah. But that being said, you still have to put the pieces together and everything like that. And we asked Matt this earlier tonight. What does coaching mean to you? How much is it a part of you, and how much do you love it and working with kids and creating relationships and things like that?
It's pretty much. Well, it's a huge part of me. It's like my entire life, especially for those 3 or 4 months. It means everything. The girls mean everything to me. I pretty much love everything about it. My husband would say I spend too much time involved with basketball during those 4 months, but no, I love everything about it.
Well, yeah. I remember we were going a little back and forth on Twitter when you were asking for the snow to stop, and you were 10-1, so you wanted to keep playing, and
I did.
Yeah, that's right. You got married last summer, right?
I got married May of 2022.
Oh, that long ago?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
2 years ago.
Well, then, forget it. No congratulations. I thought you just got married. Well, listen, thank you so much for the time.
You.
Congratulations on a great year, and enjoy your downtime.
Thank you.
All right, Jenna. See you. Yep, thank you. We were supposed to be getting Tayala Flossett over here. I'm looking around. I don't know if she left or where she is, but maybe we can see. Oh, there she is. He snuck up on me. How you doing?
Good.
I'm looking all over the room, and you're right here. All right, here she is, Miss Tayala Flossett. Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Player of the Year. Did you know you were winning this thing when you got here tonight, or was it a surprise?
A little bit. The Player of the Year, honestly, yes, it was a surprise. But first team, not really.
Yeah, well, but Player of the Year, you had three girls on your team that can conceivably be the Player of the Year. So to beat your two teammates out, that's pretty cool. But I guess really, when the three of you get together, you couldn't do it without each other, huh?
Yeah, nah, we definitely come in a pack. So us three, every time, we show out every time, whether we on the court or not.
Right. And, is it a little frustrating that you win the state title last year and fall a little short this year, or do you just look at the big picture of the last 4 years and just say, hey, it was an unbelievable ride?
A little bit. It was frustrating, but I'm looking on to the future, what I'm going to next. So getting ready for Michigan, like really working on my game. That's what I'm focused on now.
Well, Caitlin Clark's leaving the Big Ten. They need a new star, so you go in and take Caitlin's place. Hey, what led you to pick Michigan? I mean, I know you had your pick of the litter. What sold you on Michigan?
Honestly, for me, it's the people and what they had to offer. Their academics, they was very like assuring. They made sure they was like, we got your back no matter what. And you know, being at Michigan, which is pretty huge of a school, you want to make sure you have those people that have your back all the time.
Do you already hate Ohio State in football?
Yeah, I encountered a couple of their fans and was like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, that's right. You forget it now. Your life will never be the same when it comes to Ohio State. Hey, you heard me talk a little bit about it up there. You guys you really did. You got together in middle school, right? And said you were going to stay together. What did that mean to you that you guys all did stay together and have such an incredible run? How cool was it to do it with your friends from growing up?
Honestly, it was really cool. It really showed like we all had the same mindset. We was all committed to staying together, which not a lot of people have that. So it definitely meant a lot to each one of us knowing that we have that bond, that friendship, that closeness to at least stay on the same team for like 6 years.
Would you hope when players see guys like you do what you did, stick together, wouldn't it be nice to see other girls or guys on other public schools say, hey, look what Ewing did. Maybe we should do this. Maybe we shouldn't go here or go there, Wouldn't that be nice if you guys were trendsetters like that?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it influences everybody to like stay together. But I know a lot of times like families, like it's mostly the parents that decide whether you stay or not. So it can be tough, but definitely recommend staying.
Yeah, well, obviously, they want to go maybe for a better education or whatever. You got a 4.0. You're getting into one of the top academic schools in the country.
Yeah.
Talk about how much you focus on your academics as well and, what it means to you to get that grade point average.
Honestly, I treat it like basketball, knowing that if my grades ain't right, I'm not going to be able to do basketball. So I definitely, cherish that. To me, be consistent just as much as I do basketball.
Yeah. Well, Taya, listen, thank you. Congratulations on unbelievable 4 years.
Thank you.
Thanks for everything you gave the county. And, hey, we'll be watching you next year on ESPN Big Ten Network.
Thank you.
All right, thanks again.
Sorry, my friend is on. Hi, guys.
There you go. You got it. Great job. Thanks. Oh, I guess I better sign off. Sorry about that. All right, listen, everybody. Thank you for watching. Again, if you got here late, this is going to be put up on Facebook, going to be on the WBCB Sports website. We thank you for watching. We thank you for tuning in all year to our basketball games, and we look forward to having you look in again when baseball season starts in a couple weeks. So thanks. Have a great night.